Hey everyone, Iron Spider-Man here with another video. Today, continuing the string of collection videos, I am doing my Batman collection. Um, this will consist of 4 long boxes of raw books. I can't remember because it is kind of like buried behind other boxes, but 1 or 2 graded boxes. I think it's 2, but we'll just dive right in. Batman and Darkest Night. This is where, like an Elseworlds, if Batman was Green Lantern. Superman, Speeding Bullets, as if Superman became Batman. That's why I have it in this box. Batman Punisher. First, I think Jason in the Robin costume. I think also, too, instead of just going through each one first, I think this is the first Jason Todd post-Crisis. So, my history with Batman is when I was little, my dad and I would watch the Batman animated series, from the 90s. I'm sure everyone knows what that is. And then we would watch Batman Beyond. He was, my dad, I don't know how, but he was into Batman. And people would always get him books. I remember my grandparents gave him the Ultimate Guide. I want to say it was early 2000s. I read that thing cover to cover multiple times, just like my Spider-Man Ultimate Guide. This was my gateway into DC. Spider-Man was my gateway into Marvel. So yeah, I really like Batman, obviously. I've only ever read... I read some, like, Silver Age stuff when I was, like, really young. But for the most part, I've read year 1 to current. That's what I know best. I need to get some of these into... I need to get my whole collection into Mylar, but... Yeah, so my dad and I, like, that was just something we did. The animated series, Batman Beyond, I remember when Batman Begins was announced, and my dad was really excited, and he told me there was already 4 Batman movies made, so I remember we watched those together. Well, we watched Batman. I think he reluctantly watched Returns with me because he doesn't like it. And then I watched Forever and Batman and Robin on my own. He told me not to watch Batman and Robin, but I didn't listen, unfortunately, and I wish I had listened. But yeah, and I think what was it? I think the New 52 is when I started seriously collecting this. I do remember in elementary school reading The Killing Joke and Under the Red Hood, which I don't think at the time he was too happy that I had read The Killing Joke. And I just lost my place here. 639. Okay, here we go. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, even at a young age, I understood how messed up of a character the Joker was. And I don't know, I really liked Batman. I liked Robin. Jason Todd is probably... He's not my favorite Robin, but he's my favorite, like, Batman side character. I love the Red Hood. I love this story. I really wish they kind of would have kept him as a villain, or at least an anti-hero type deal, because I thought it was really cool that he was, like, he was in on the Batman secret. He knew who Bruce was. But yeah. So, watching Batman, this Batman in general is just something I quote a lot with my dad when we hang out. So I guess it was like more of a bonding thing too. That's maybe why I have more of a soft spot in my heart for it. But yeah, I love the Nolan trilogy. Well, mostly it's the first 2, kind of like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. The first 2 were really great, and the third one just didn't meet expectations. I know I'm kind of jumping around like movies and comics, but Batman, love Batman. I love Dick Grayson as Nightwing. I like Jason Todd as Red Hood. And Tim Drake, I liked him as Robin before they decided to make him gay for no reason. Carrie Kelly's okay. Stephanie Brown's cool. Cassandra Cain is cool. Barbara Gordon, of course. I really liked her best as Oracle, though. She's not a bad Batgirl. I liked her as Oracle most. $52 quarter vowels. I think it's this one. I think is like a key now for some reason. Let's see. Yeah, 89 Batman's the best one of the four. Obviously, Batman Begins and Dark Knight, I think, are equally as great. I did not enjoy Batman v Superman, just because a lot of reasons. But I will say I did enjoy Ben Affleck as Batman. I thought he was a good Dark Knight Returns Batman. I think he just wasn't written very well. You know, I don't understand why they were like, oh, well, this is like Dark Knight Returns kind of esque Batman, but the Justice League is just going to start forming. I'm like, okay, well, then he's going to be dead in a couple years. Like, it just, I don't know. They didn't really handle a lot of things too well. But again, yeah, I remember when Affleck was cast, I thought, how odd. I didn't hate it. I wasn't freaking out like a couple people were, or a lot of people were. After a lot of the trailers came out, I was like, I don't think this movie's going to be good, but I don't think it's going to be because of Affleck. I think it's going to be because of a few other reasons, but, you know. The Batman, I think I've talked about this before, too. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. When I'm saying I'm kind of so-so about it, that means, like, I give it, like, a 7 out of 10. It's, like, I've watched it twice. It's a long movie, too. Like, I don't know. I felt it was a little complicated with, you know, Carmine Falcone and, oh, Selina might be his daughter or something, and just, Riddler just didn't really do it for me. But yeah, it was okay. I think the second one they can definitely improve on. This, I think, right around here, right around Endgame, was when I started collecting the New 52 Batman. Some of these, I bought it like a collection on eBay, so that's why, like, there's like the Lego variant and the selfie variant. I wouldn't get those normally. $40. This was a great issue. Director's cut. And see, and I know this might be controversial. I didn't hate the Jim Gordon as Batman. I know a lot of people did. At this point, because I was already, like, I had already been angry over, not angry, but, like, I'd already, I guess, gotten accustomed to, like, Ultimate Spider-Man, he died, but he came back. Amazing Spider-Man, he died, but he came back. Like, I guess I was just used to the trope already. So I knew Bruce was coming back. So, I don't know. I enjoyed this for what it was. I really like, not the robot, but I like Jim Gordon's Batsuit, that it's like all black. It has his military patches, and it has, like, the bat is just a yellow, like, outline, basically. I enjoy, like, I don't know. I thought that looked cool, and he had a gun that shot batarangs, because Jim Gordon he's not good with throwing batarangs. There it is. He's not good at throwing batarangs, but he's good with a gun. So, I don't know. There was a lot of cool things I thought they did in this. There's Bruce all bearded and memory loss. Fighting off Mr. Bloom. Beautiful Alex Ross cover. Sketch. Pencils. But yeah, overall, -0 year. I really liked the Greg Capullo, Scott Snyder Batman run. Then the annuals. Future's End. And then I was really excited. I really liked the Rebirth stuff. Like, the first 2 story arcs, I thought, just pretty much, knocked it out of the park. I didn't like, I liked these characters, the Superman-esque characters that wanted to be, Gotham's protectors too. I just didn't like that the one guy's literally just named Gotham, and she's named Gotham Girl. Like, okay. Couldn't come up with anything more original. And then there's the I Am Suicide, the Bane story. I thought this was pretty cool. Bane has a speech in one of these that's really good, where he talks about, why do we dress up and go out and try to find monsters to fight? It's because we want to die, but we can't do it ourselves, so we try to die in a stranger's arms or something. I don't know, it was just... I'm not doing it justice, obviously, but it was a cool speech. Kind of resonated with me. Bane. Honestly, my favorite Batman villains, too. I do like Bane, Joker, obviously. I liked Red Hood when he was a villain. I don't know, a lot of people are like, oh, I love Batman's Rogues Gallery. Like, for the most part, Riddler's annoying. Two-Face is too predictable. I hate Penguin. Catwoman's better as his girlfriend than a villain. So that really that doesn't leave that many, in my opinion, for good Batman villains. And Poison Ivy's cool. Condiment King's stupid. Crazy Quilt's stupid. I'm trying to think. But yeah, like Joker, Red Hood, Bane, Poison Ivy. That's who I would say are like the good Batman villains. I don't like Riddler. I'm trying to think who like some... Oh, Mr. Freeze. That's... But again, that's... Mr. Freeze is like... That's like a cool... So, okay. I'm not gonna... It's a more of a compelling story than... Like, oh, well, he's a great villain. Yes, no, because he's not really evil. Oh, Deadshot, Deathstroke. Those are cool villains. Talia al Ghul, Ra's al Ghul. I'll take those. Some of these are sticking together. Really wish I had enough Mylars and everything to get these. And of course, this was such a letdown too. The marriage that they just pulled one over on you. I think what was also worse was Batman 44, and I remember, I think it was X-Men at the time, promised a marriage between Colossus and Kitty, and they also didn't go through with it. And these like both hit in the same week, so it was just really disappointing. I don't get why companies can't let their characters get married. It doesn't age you up. I went to a wedding 2 months after high school graduation for a couple 18-year-olds. Like, you can get married at any point. I don't see why, company, oh, it ages them up. It really doesn't. And I don't know if they're concerned with it aging characters or what the issue is. Oh, this was cool. This was Cold Days. This was like a trial of Mr. Freeze, where all the evidence aims at him that he committed he murdered someone or committed a crime, but Bruce still thinks he's innocent. Is this... I can't remember if this is where Nightwing gets shot. Maybe not. I think that might be a little further ahead. Oh, no. Okay, yeah, this is where he gets shot in the head. Okay, and that's my first box, everybody. Comment down below whatever you want. Do you like Batman? What's your favorite Batman cover, story, anything? And I'll see you guys in the next video.